Quick note before we start. This lesson was recorded in 2020 for my Russian-speaking students and translated voiced with AI. That way I can make more videos for you. Please support the channel with likes, comments, and subscriptions. New lessons are on Patreon. Hi friends, today we're painting this cactus. It's a simple piece. Like any drawing with lots of repeating elements, the main thing is composition, so everything sits nicely and you like what you see. We'll also play with texture and pick a colour that really sells the cactus. It's a cute subject and works great as interior decor. I'm starting on a diagonal and blocking with quick ovals. One oval, another, a half circle here, a little one there, a stem, a tiny offshoot, a round baby. Some got a bit too high. Let's nudge them down. Good. I've sketched the elements to fill the space from this corner. I like the balance. Now I'll clean up, erase the extra, clarify edges and define the pads. Paper today is cotton. My previous version was on regular cellulose, a rose pad. Let's see how this behaves on cotton. First, colour tests. I already did a few swatches off camera to find an interesting mix. The star here is Indanthrone Blue. If you don't have it, you can sub a sky blue plus violet combo, just push it deeper. Indanthrone is that dark, inky, night blue. I mix it with ochre to get a muted grey-green. First wash, very diluted, a dirty green. While it's wet, I drop in more blue in places, a touch of ochre elsewhere so the colour is varied right in the first pass. I'll also add a few wet-in-wet shadows so they feather out naturally, maybe even suggest some faint stripes. Cotton dries slower so I can linger a bit. Where it went too blue on top, I glaze a breath of ochre. I've been doing several pieces with this several colours in one wash approach. Instant variety and interest from layer 1. Cotton gives a lovely look. Now for the second layer, my shadow mix, Indanthrone Blue, plus a brown, think raw, neutral sienna, and a touch of emerald green. That's my 3-colour shadow. I place darker notes, say here, then soften the edges with a clean brush. The underlayer is already set, so I can add texture, lift a little light here and there, drag slightly dirty brush strokes so accidental lines appear. I don't overplan these. Happy accidents make great texture. On cellulose, lifting lights was easier, on cotton less so, but the initial blooms are more interesting. The cactus pads are dry. The colour looks a bit subdued. Unlike my first version, lifting to make those crisp stripes didn't really work here. I'll show what I mean by adding a few subtle lines, then I'll paint the flowers and some tiny babies. Spines will come later. We'll see if more detail is needed. I don't want to overwork it. For the flower I use carmine, muted with a touch of the cactus green so it's not candy bright, more earthy. First, a light overall wash, then we'll nuance the petals and little buds. Now dots and spines. I place tiny dots, areoles, and draw spines with a gel pen, then deepen a few. They pop a bit too much, so with a slightly damp brush I pull soft streaks down from those points. Instant relief and the feel of cast shadows from the spines. Looks more realistic right away. Funny, I didn't plan this exact effect, but it works great. I'll try a soft grey background. I finished it off camera, tilting the sheet for comfort. Honestly, I did the background to hide a few splatters I dropped while painting the cactus, but I like how it ties everything together. My advice? Experiment. Pick the colour and composition that suit your piece. This subject can make a charming interior accent. I won't add anything else here. In another demo, I'll show a variant with pen-drawn spines. Try it, send me your results, and see you in the next class. Bye.